Welcome back to Hey Kentucky. Now, you can't make a trip to Prestonsburg without talking to a native son, and this is former House Speaker of Kentucky, Greg Stumbo. And Mr. Stumbo, first of all, it's nice to see you. What have you been up to since sort of your time in public life?
Well, my life's got a little simpler. Hopefully my golf game will get better up here.
You got a heck of a golf cart, I can tell you that.
Yeah, I know you'd like that. That's why I brought it over and let you see it. My daughter Cassidy saw it at the Sport and Vacation Show in Lexington, and it wouldn't do her but to get it. So that's why we
I understand. Well, I want to talk about a few things with you. First of all, when you lost the election, it was part of a major sweep throughout the state of Kentucky where Republicans took historic numbers in the Kentucky House. In hindsight, what do you think was the reason for that?
You know, Matt, I say to a lot of people, we don't have revolutions in America, we have elections. And there was just a frustration in Kentucky. There was a frustration in the country. Donald Trump became the spokesperson for that frustration. People wanted change. You know, democracies are predicated upon change, and whether it's good or bad, people wanted it, and so that's what happened. Donald Trump swept.
So you think the sweep in Kentucky state politics was really about Donald Trump at the federal level?
No question. I mean, I saw it here in my district. Donald Trump got almost 13,000 votes in my legislative district, which only has about 4,000 registered Republicans. And, you know, so we were campaigning in the creeks and hollers. We'd see people. I told them I didn't care who they voted for president. I didn't care for either one of them, but we just couldn't see enough of them.
Well, you say you didn't care for either one of them, but you gave a speech after Matt Bevin was elected where you sort of said that you thought Hillary Clinton was going to come in and kind of be the savior for the Democrats in the state. That didn't happen. Why?
Well, Hillary Clinton had a plan for Eastern Kentucky. Hillary Clinton I had talked to her about building this road from Beckley over to Prestonsburg. We don't have a way to get our product to the east. Y'all have the big tunnel down in Middlesboro, your hometown. Yes. We don't have a way to get to the east. So why put a manufacturing facility here at our industrial site if you can't take your goods by truck to the east? So I was at least having conversations with her about some of those things, innovative things that I think have to happen here. But you know, people want to change.
Well, but I mean, to be fair, you did say you didn't like either one of them, but you did at one point. Did you think she changed?
Well, no, I don't know that she changed. What I didn't like about Hillary was we were promoting this idea also of building coal-fired generating facilities here. You know, the problem with the coal is not that we can't mine it or we can't mine it even in light of the regulations. The fact is we don't have a market. So what do you do if you're the federal government? Well, why don't you do the same thing you did with TVA? Come here and build a state-of-the-art coal-fired generating facility. It'll provide cheap electricity to attract jobs. It'll give a market for our coal, and do it here, do it in southern Pennsylvania, do it in Ohio, and do it in West Virginia. It's the same thing that they do with hydroelectric dams, you know, if you think about it. And that's what needs to happen. Her advisors didn't like that plan at all. Now President Clinton liked it, I can tell you that. But,
so you think it was some of the people around?
It was the people around her. They were influenced in large part by the more liberal wing of our party.
Well, I don't mean to cut you off. I just have a little bit. Let's talk about the state level for a second. When you lost, Matt Bevin said at one point, he was asked, what do you think about the change? And he said about you, good riddance. Now, Bevin's been in power for a while. What's your take on what Matt Bevin's done as governor?
Matt Bevins claims a lot of things that he didn't really have anything to do with. He's a self-promoter. He won't be honest with the people of Kentucky. And as I said at that time, I've been called a whole lot worse by a lot better men than Matt Bevin.
That was a good line. But do you think he's done a good job as governor?
No, I don't think so. I think that the people of Kentucky are going to see through him. I mean, this whole business about his house, about not releasing his tax returns. Public office requires public trust, and you have to open up for those things. You open your life up when you become a public official, particularly a governor. So I think Matt Bevin is probably going to face a tough re-election.
But when you say that, he does seem to me, just on the sidelines, to have been popular. I think people seem to kind of like the way he takes on the media. Do you think that people of Kentucky are going to be hard on him, or is he kind of doing what they want, a la Trump?
We'll see next year. I think after the next budget cycle, we'll see what he does with the retirement systems. He's made that an issue, but he hasn't really done anything about it. The $100 million that we put in the last budget I was over there in, which I thought was a good thing, they actually wasted. You know, the people he hired to run the system, the investment bankers from New York that were his friends from there, charged $100 million to the Kentucky employee retirement system and had a negative result, man. So when those facts get out there, people are going to start thinking, well, this guy may not be what he claims he is.
Do you miss public life?
Not so much.
Really?
No.
Will there ever be a return of Greg Stumbo to politics?
Well, a lot of people ask me that, but I've got to spend more time with my family in the last 6 months than I probably had in the last 6 years. And so that's good. I'm back practicing law with Morgan & Morgan, which is my first love.
But you still didn't answer. Will there be a return to in politics?
Politicians never say never. Okay?
You're like professional wrestlers. You can't get out of it.
We can't get out of it. I think probably I'll look at the governor's race next year.
Okay.
Do a poll. We'll see where Matt Bevin is, and we'll see. As I travel around the state, I get a lot of people asking me those questions.
So can we say, heard it here first, you're considering running for governor?
Considering running for governor.
Well, there you go. See, breaking news here on Hey Kentucky. Well, hey, thank you very
Welcome
much.
to Prestonsburg.
Glad to be here. We're going to take a break and be right back. Hey Kentucky is next.